We're live here for the first Saturday on the farm. This will be a first for me, actually doing a little videotaping and live streaming. And I like technology, but sometimes it doesn't always work well for me. So I hope this will turn out. It's a little gloomy here. We're in South Central PA, and our farm is called Long Acres Alpaca Farm, and we have about 130 Wakaya alpacas here. And you're going to get to see what it's like living on an alpaca farm. So every day's an adventure. We never know what we're going to find, but we're going to today just give you a little tour of the farm, and then maybe next Saturday we'll do a little bit of work. So I'm going to switch it over and let you see some of my friends here. So this is Tundra. And Tundra is our live guardian dog. He's the older boy. He's about 8 years old. How you doing, bud? Yes, that's Tundra. And he's very serious about his job. Oops, that is his little sister, Sally. I have 3 Great Pyres, and that's Tacoma over there. They work all night long, and they protect the alpacas from all kinds of scary things. And happy to report we've not had any attacks on our farm, but we do have a lot of coyotes. We have it's rare, but there are mountain lions in the area, and of course there's bear. So we've been very fortunate. The dogs work very well all night long and keep predators away. So there you can see a little bit of a glimpse of some of the alpacas. We're going to take a little tour right now and walk in here. As you can see, it's our state holiday right now in Pennsylvania. This is hunting season, and the dogs are very busy. They did not kill these deer. These are the carcasses that people throw away after they've harvested their deer, and they throw the remains back out in the woods for other creatures to eat them, including my dog. So we always, this time of year, we always have a yard full of the remains of various creatures. And so let's go in here and just take a look at some of these alpacas. So this is the birthing barn. And chilly out today, so we have some coats on these guys because they were born a little late in the season. And there's not much in the fields for them to eat right now. They came up for a little bit of hay, and alpacas don't make much noise. You can hear a little bit in the background of them talking. We call that a hum. They do that whenever they communicate with their moms back and forth, or if they get a little nervous, they will use that. Now this little boy here, his name's Ramus. Hey bud, come here. That's Dulcimer coming up to check out the camera. Hi, buddy. This boy I don't have a name for. Text me if you think of a name. I'm running out of names right now, but Ramus is out of view. There he is. There's Ramus's eye. You want to see his eye? Very nice eye, Ramus. Yeah, Ramus is not afraid of anything. He's out of my #1 female, Ramadi. And there is his best friend forever. That's Famous. Oh, somebody's nibbling on my coat. So alpacas are kind of funny. If you ignore them, they will come right up. And as you can see, Ramus is trying to give me a kiss right now. Aren't you, bud? Hello. Now here comes Famous. Everybody wants to come over and say hello to me. Let's flip this around. Let's see. Come here, buddy. Nope. Okay. Come here, babes. Come here. If I want them to come over to me, they never will. No, you won't, will you? What a tough day. Are you guys bored? This little girl belongs to a friend of mine, Jenny. Her mom's up here getting bread, which we do need to do some of that behavior testing. Probably not today. I think I need someone to help me to hold cameras so I can have free hands. I know. Do I have a name for you? I don't think I have a name for you either. So these guys are all around me right now. I can't even get camera shots. And they're all right here wanting to know what I'm doing. Aren't you? This is why I don't get work done. It's a close-up of Ramos's nose and his eyes. In case you're wondering what an alpaca's nose looks like, there it is. Yeah. Very sweet. Now we do have an alpaca down here that has some cast on her front legs that we really need to take off. I'm going to see if I can't get a little close up here. Hello, Ramos. How are you? Look, we're on video. What do you think of that? Oh, you're jealous. You don't want anybody else around, do you? You tell them to stay away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a photo bomb. Thank you, Ramos. That's very sweet. This is going to be the kind of day it's going to be. They're going to be hanging out with me today. Hello, Dulcimer. You want to say hello? You think? Can you see yourself? That's very funny. I don't know if she sees herself or not. What you doing, Ray? Hello, Amos. Hello, baby. How are you? Oh my goodness, you guys are very funny. I'm gonna give the orgle sound. You can see he got a little bit excited, didn't he? You're funny. You're very funny. Look at all these funny babies. Funny babies. You guys are very sweet. That orgling noise is what... Hello, I know, I love you too. Is the noise that the male makes when he's breeding. So sometimes I like to make that orgle sound just to get their attention. You're very cute. You are right in my face. I did that not too long ago. I went over to see one of my herd sires. His name's Campion. Campion is a pretty big boy. I mean, these guys only weigh, the big boys weigh 180 to 200 pounds. And I don't know for sure, but I don't bother putting them on the scales. But so I went over to see Campion because I wanted to do a breeding. And when I got over there, he was just being in his own little world and didn't want to come up to me and get his halter on. But there you can hear the orgling noise. And so I made the mistake of doing the orgling sound, which brought him running. Hello, little guy. This little guy's elevator doesn't go to the top floor. I'm not sure if he's got very many brain cells, but He sure is cute. He's the last one that was born. He's got a little IV in his neck. I need to give him some plasma today. But anyways, I made the fatal mistake of making the orgling noise right whenever I went to get Campion, and Campion heard that and decided to charge me that he thought I was another male moving on his territory. So that was not a smart move on my part. Here's my two little girls. This is Lopi, the one walking up first. She's a bottle baby. Hi, Lopi. And this is behind her. This is, okay, it's not politically correct, but we do call her Shriner, and we do, because she's got braces on her front legs. That's her mom. Come on up. Yes, come on up. So she, I don't know if you can tell or not, but her legs have a little cast on the front. So when she was born, she had very, very tight tendons. Had a hard time getting her out, actually. It was really difficult dystocia because her legs would not, and they were totally fixed in place. But anyways, we delivered her, and sometimes this will happen in foals, and it's not a genetic disorder or anything like that. Generally, it's caused by maybe the fetus being extra large and not having room to move in the uterus, and those tendons just kind of get tight. So the therapy for it is a lot of physical therapy, and we also gave her a tetracycline IV, which is used in, come on Lopi, you coming in? Which is used in horses to, come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Lopi, you coming? Which is used in horses to help relax the tendons as well. And right now we're using the casting simply, come on Lopi, simply for making her work her muscles and stretch out her tendons. So we really do not want to immobilize her legs, but I want those bottom joints to start working, and I'm thrilled with how great they look. So I think today I'm actually going to just take off her cast and let her go out and run around a little bit without her cast and strengthen her knees a little bit. So she's not happy to be in here because she knows that this means, I know Shriner. The other name for her is Forrest Gump. So come here, Forrest. Come on. And then Lopi is over here trying to get a bottle. So, okay, you're okay. You're okay. We want to get these off, little girl. So, she will probably grow up to be a very obnoxious alpaca. And she and I will probably butt heads many times over the year. Come here. I'm going to try and get her under position here. This is extra hard with just one hand. Come here, Shriner. Come here, baby. I know. Let's try and have you sit down. There we go. I know. Yeah, I'm going to have to come up with a better method next week. So, I'm going to try to flip this around. Let's put that right here. Let's see. Yeah, that's not too bad. Shriner. Oh, I'm sorry, Lopi. I'm sorry, little girl. I'm going to try and cut these off. Let's try and get your cast off, little girl. Let me find the edge of it. Oh, boy. They're on there tight, aren't they? Yes. Sometimes you can unwrap them. So she's about 4 weeks old now. I've had one other bad case. This was the worst case that I've ever seen. There's no reason that she should not be okay. And again, it's not anything that's, hereditary or anything like that. It's just a positioning issue in utero. So, hopefully, I know. Try and cut these off. Some tricks you can use to try and get these cast off, but honestly, I just think this is probably the easiest. Okay, let's try. Not happy. Oh yeah. I'm amazed that her mother still wants her, has not rejected her. Her mom came back in milk. This is Cree. Cree is what we call the babies. That's the general name. The Cree had never nursed from her, because she could not stand from day one. And I'm actually going to give her some plasma today too, because she's under a lot of stress with all this. And we gave her plasma the day that she was born, but really she'll go through that fairly quickly. Plasma is simply a lot of the proteins and antibodies that they need to fight infection. And so it's basically just, we order it from a lab out in Washington. Comes in a bag. It's just clear liquid. It's all the red blood cells have been taken out of it. They spin that out, and you have what's left over is the plasma, which is the serum and the clotting factors. There you are. That wasn't so bad. So she'll get a bag of that today. I'll have to put an IV in her and give her some plasma. There. Look at that. Now, this one seems a little tighter. What's going on here? It came off pretty good. So she's going to get an IV later. Need to check her weight. Make sure she's gaining. I might just draw some labs on her too. Check her total protein before I even give her the plasma. Make sure it's okay. See where we're at. And I'm going to let her without any cast on for today through till tomorrow. And then we'll see. We'll evaluate tomorrow. It's see what joint we need to work on next, because these, they're amazingly improving over time. I'm absolutely thrilled with how good these joints are coming around. It's okay, Shriner. It's okay, girl. It's okay. I know you guys hate this so much. This one's pretty tight. I might have put more cast strap on this. These casts are so much easier now than they were years ago. If anybody ever had to do those casts, you bring them out in the buckets and you had the plaster Paris, and it was just a real mess. And now these are so nice. You just buy the wrap. It's already got the cast material embedded in it, and then you just activate it with room temperature water and wrap it, and then hold your cast for about 5-10 minutes in position, and it hardens. It's just fantastic. It's so easy. I tried putting a plastic tube down along the side, or inside the cast, I should say. That's the hard part right here. and then using like a wire to saw it off, but I don't think that was any easier. Oh, she's not happy. You're not happy at all, are you? I know. We're getting done. Tell you what, I'm going to roll you on your side so I can get a better angle at this girl, okay? You're being a very good girl. That's fine. If you want to spit, we are live on camera. My husband's coming in right now. And we're streaming live here at Long Acres Alpaca Farm. My husband Mike just walked in the office. His phone call just interrupted me. Sorry about that, folks. Little girl. We've only got 3 more inches, and we will be done. And I'm going to end this broadcast in about 5 minutes. Okay, I know. We'll be ending this in about 5 minutes. I want to get these cast off so you guys can see her without the cast. And, oh, it's okay. I know that must hurt. Lopi, what are you doing, hon? Lopi is trying to nurse. So, Lopi, you were supposed to be in here for moral support. And we're almost there. I think I got about half an inch, girl. Hang in there. Hey, if anybody wants to, feel free to, you know, chat, write a comment. I'm learning this YouTube program. I'll try to get it figured out. And if you have any questions, I'll try and answer them for you. Oh. Well, we've sliced the whole way through. Now all we have to do is break it open. Oh, you know what? I think that's a fake cry. I think you're whining now. Yes. I don't know if I have any parents out there, but they can all recognize a fake cry. And that's what that is. That is fake. Okay. Ooh. That's in there tight. I must have really wrapped that well. Yes, I did, girl. Sorry. Okay. This is not the safest way to do it. So, I recognize that, but you really want to use bandage shears if you can, because boy, you could really poke into them very easily with these pointed clippers. So you really should not be using them, just so you know. Do as I say, don't do as I do. So I think that's how that saying goes. Little girl, that is really on there. That's not a real cry, that's a fake cry. Yes, it is, Shriner. Yes, it is. Okay, Shriner. Okay, we're almost there, girl. Almost there. That last little piece is just tight, tight, tight. Sorry about this, guys, but this is how far on the farm. That first one came off easily, but this one should not pop up. I hope that's my blood and not yours. Yeah, that is. I know. Okay. All out now. There we go. Okay, you're free. Yeah, that was my blood, not yours. Yes. Oh, you're so silly. Shriner, you're silly. You're silly, girl. Okay, let's have you stand for everybody out there and see how you're doing. There she is. Hey, I think that last phone call was from somebody down at my shop. I do have a store, and it is open today. This week. Thanks for watching.